Have you ever noticed those individuals who walk into a room and without uttering a single word, command everyone's attention? It's not because of their looks, their wealth, or even the volume of their voice. Number. It's something much rarer, self-mastery. And here's the thing, you can't fake it. You can't borrow it from someone else, and you definitely don't inherit it. You earn it, but not through external achievements or accolades. No, you earn it through inner struggles, through enduring personal battles that shape you into someone who doesn't need to say a word to be respected. Think about it. The greatest men in history didn't shout to be heard. Their presence alone spoke volumes. Self-mastery is the key. It's earned, fought for, and the respect it draws is far deeper than any superficial admiration you can get. The good news? Anyone can achieve it if they're willing to face the internal challenges that come with it. It's not about being born with it. It's about earning it through experience and growth. Now let's dive deeper into how we can start removing the habits that weaken us and instead develop the strength and self-mastery that truly earns respect. Stay with me. Let's talk about complaining. It's something we all do from time to time, right? But have you ever stopped to think about what complaining really says about us? When we complain, we're giving away our power. We're saying to the world, I'm helpless. And the truth is, we were never meant to be helpless. We were born to endure, to face life's challenges head on. So what happens when we choose not to complain? When we face pain, difficulty, or injustice, and instead of whining, we stand in silence. That silence holds strength. As the great philosopher Epictetus once said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Your reaction is your power. The man who chooses to remain calm in suffering, who doesn't give in to the urge to complain, earns respect in ways words never can. Silence in the face of hardship speaks louder than any outcry. Think about it. Who do you respect more? The person who complains at every setback, or the one who faces difficulties with quiet resilience? The answer is clear. It's the one who chooses strength over noise. Let's talk about validation. We all want it, right? A little recognition, a pat on the back. But here's the truth. Constantly seeking validation weakens us. It chips away at our self-worth and makes us dependent on external approval to feel good about ourselves. Think about it. How many times have you checked for likes on a post or waited for someone to tell you how great you are? That feeling? It's temporary. Now imagine the opposite. The person who doesn't need anyone else's approval. A man who is whole within himself, who stands confident in his own value, regardless of the applause. Seneca once said, "It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable." That means when your mind isn't swayed by others' opinions, you gain true strength. Real respect doesn't come from being recognized by others. It comes from the discipline, control, and inner strength you develop within. So ask yourself, what would happen if you stopped looking for others to validate you? Imagine the freedom of knowing your worth, regardless of what anyone else thinks. That's where true power lies. Let's talk about talking too much. You've probably been there. The temptation to fill the silence, to share every thought that crosses your mind. But here's the thing, the more we speak, the less our words matter. Words are like currency. The more you spend, the less value they hold. Think about the people you truly respect. Are they the ones who never stop talking? Or are they the ones who speak only when it counts? The truth is, restraint in speech is more powerful than constant chatter. Zeno, the ancient philosopher, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we may listen twice as much as we speak." It's not about being silent for the sake of silence, but about choosing when to speak with purpose. When you speak less, your words carry weight. They become deliberate, intentional, and people take notice. Have you ever noticed how the quietest person in the room often has the most respect? That's because restraint shows discipline, control, and strength of character. So the next time you're about to speak, ask yourself, is this moment worth your words? If it is, speak with purpose. If not, let the silence do the talking. Have you ever acted impulsively only to regret it later? We've all been there, rushing into decisions without thinking, driven by emotion or impulse. But here's the truth. Acting on impulse is a betrayal of your own self-control. It shows a lack of discipline and the inability to pause and think. But what if you could resist that urge? What if you could stop in that moment, take a deep breath, and make a decision with clarity? That's where true strength lies. The ability to pause, to hold back the impulse, and choose a thoughtful, deliberate action is what separates those who are respected from those who are not. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, taught that you have power over your mind, not outside events. In other words, mastering your reactions is the key to mastering your life. Think about it. When you act impulsively, you're ruled by the moment. But when you take control, when you think before you act, people notice. It's a sign of strength, not weakness. So the next time you feel that rush of emotion, take a moment. Resist the urge to react. Because in that moment of restraint, you'll find the power to act with purpose. And that's where true respect is earned. So let's wrap this up. A man who avoids complaining, who doesn't seek validation, who speaks with purpose and acts with thoughtfulness. That's the man who earns true respect. It's not about what you say or how loud you are. It's about what you don't say and the actions you take when no one is watching. Respect comes from discipline, from knowing when to stay silent, from having the strength to control yourself and your reactions. It's these qualities, quiet strength, self-mastery, and inner discipline, that command real respect, the kind that runs deep. So ask yourself, are you reacting out of impulse, or are you acting with intention? Are you seeking approval from others, or do you find your worth within yourself? The path to true respect starts from within. Master yourself, and you'll find that the respect you attract is more powerful than anything you could ever demand.